It's 7 p.m. or right thereabouts. Sunday, November the 9th, 2025. And this is Coffee Talk number 522. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. Tomorrow we go back to work. Very windy right now outside. Very windy. A little cooler. Winter is coming. And I look forward to another good live stream. Uncle Al, die Bullfrog 79, you are first in the chat. Anne Marie. Anne Marie Wilson. Anne Marie, God bless and keep you. I will be in prayer for you. I pray for Uncle Al. I pray for Dave in Georgia. I include Holly Ivan's husband, Mike, and in addition to my family members, and I will include you when I do my morning prayers. Oh, I'm tired. It's been a day. Help the wife do some spring cleaning outdoors, one of our storage units. Put a bunch of stuff out. We've arranged for a pickup tomorrow. So we put out a bunch of stuff for them to pick up. Have I heard of Linda Powers? Yes. I believe I am subscribed, and I believe she's subscribed to me, but I haven't seen her lately, or I haven't been to her content lately. Four in the house and 2 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel. It will be greatly appreciated. Hello, Betty. Pre-retirement days. Thank you for coming. Well, I watched she may not, she may have gone silent for a while. She may not be producing content right now. I did that last year when my wife had her surgery in September. My channel had been pretty active. Like, I'd do a live stream and it'd have 200, 250 people come through my live stream. And I was putting up a good amount of content and had a lot more action on my channels, growing a lot faster. And then my wife had a real bad surgery situation, and it took her several months to recover, and I did very little content. My channel basically just shriveled up as far as, new subscribers and progress, anything. Hello, Pat. Um, 6 in the house and 6 likes. How am I? Tired. Hello, Dave. My friend Yoda. Guru and Wahoo the Turtle fame. Back in the days. You want to talk trading cards? Dave is your man. um, Santa Beard. Thank you. Santa Beard. Okie doke. Oh man. Yeah, I am tired. When I get off here, I'm probably gonna go to bed. Just got through taking my evening med. I have a ritual Sunday mornings. I have to put all my medications in the various slots. Little Lone Prepper and KP Heathen. Hello, Barbara. Well, I tell you what, I did watch Betty's. This is about 8 minutes. I watched her unboxing of my gift box to her, and she got it pretty well. She pretty well got it right. What everything is for. You know, I will say, you do it on Saturday. I usually do it Sunday mornings. Yeah, I finally got to see it. I went and I specifically went and looked for it. I watched an MRE review by my friend Mike Crusher. He's my go-to review guy, my number one go-to review guy. Hello, Melinda. Melinda Elliott. I mean, I wish I had the time and the energy to give everybody the views that they deserve, the likes that they deserve, the comments that they deserve. I just don't have the strength or energy. I will tell you this, and I do feel bad for people. I get my money when I eventually get some money from YouTube. It's basically just from the ads. I'm not set up for super chats. I don't ask people to send me money. I don't sell memberships. I don't sell merchandise. I do give things away to people. I don't expect them to reciprocate. Some do. I don't have merchandise. I don't have a mug or a t-shirt or any of that sort of stuff. Basically, the way I will eventually get money from YouTube, and they owe me a little less than $90 right now since I've been monetized, and I've been monetized for over a year. 8 in the house and 8 likes. Who else is here? Oh, different people. Uncle Al, Anne Marie Wilson, Betty from Pretirement Days, Pat Bethia, Dave or Yoda, Barbara the Little Lone Prepper, KP Heathen, and Melinda Elliott. That's who's here right now. I had 20 people come in last night that identified themselves. It's, you know, it is what it is. If you want to look back and see some of my statistics from back in the days, look at it a year or so ago. Go back to earlier times. I had a lot more views. I had a lot more people come into my live streams. I was, producing more content. And it's not, I just haven't had the volume that I had before. I work. I get up in the morning, usually 4:30. I'm at work most all day. Got to make sure the wife has some breakfast, and then I basically either cook or I bring her some supper home. 7:30, 8 o'clock, I'm in bed. I get off. I'm usually home around 5, sometimes 5:30. Hello, Julie West, my friend from the UK. I don't read the way I used to. I even came back in my other channel. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And I subscribe to your other channel on my 2 channels. The one, I guess, where you got your son. And you're blessed. He's a wonderful very intelligent young man. Just tell him not to be walking around outside barefoot. Stickers, broken glass, nails. You got to watch out. Well, yeah, there are some people who have dropped out. There are people who are being suppressed or shadow banned. I could put up, somebody sent me an image. They took a screenshot and they sent it to me of some people get notifications about you don't want to watch his content because it's not, you be careful because what his content is. One of those black screens with some BS on it about, watch out. For what it's worth, guys, I don't do Facebook. I didn't do MySpace when it was MySpace. I don't tweet. I don't Truth Social. I don't Instagram. I don't do any of that stuff. I don't have a LinkedIn account. I have YouTube. I have a personal Gmail account, I've had forever, email account. I do text, but I don't do, I just basically YouTube. I pay for Hulu. I pay for Netflix. I have Prime. I don't watch any of that stuff. My family does. My account, they watch that stuff. I don't. Yeah, well, maybe bots, artificial intelligence, AI, all that crap. I don't do that stuff. We are 14 minutes in. Had a few people drop off. Looks like I got about 5 people in the house right now. Let me get into topics. Maybe it'll pick up a little bit. The USDA has read the Riot Act to the states in violation of the Department of Agriculture Relief Program of SNAP and food stamps. They're very upset about the numbers that they're letting in. They're very upset about illegals, non-citizens receiving benefits. They've ordered all states about issuing food stamps benefits and to immediately undo steps to issue full benefits to illegals, undo criminals and healthy individuals in violation of the federal laws. They don't want illegals receiving benefits. I mean, we've got homeless people that are not receiving benefits. You know, we're not taking care of our homeless. We're not taking care of our veterans. We're spending too much money on non-citizens. And I don't want to be heartless, but I've said for years and years and years, we can't take in the entire population of the world. Yeah, it'd be great if everybody was here. You know, places want to become part of the United States, let them apply for statehood or territorial status. There's a couple of provinces up in Canada that would like to join the United States and may eventually join the United States, and they're very rich in minerals. They don't like the fact that they're putting out so much of their taxes go to the other provinces that don't have the amount of income, and they're going, you know, to the liberals. They're going to fund liberal stuff that they don't want to fund, but they're outnumbered. You know, all back east, that's pretty much liberal. It's out west where the more conservative people are. Well, I know the Pacific West, that area of Canada, there's like 2 or 3 provinces out there. One of them, they're talking about having a vote. If one of them goes, the one next door will go too. And then there's a third one that I know of. Those 3 that are the farthest west are the ones, you know. And if that were to happen, it would link Alaska, so you'd have a contiguous all along that coast would be U.S. territory. There's a section of the West Coast that's Canadian, that's not U.S. sovereign territory, in between Canada and the state of Washington. So they don't want them issuing benefits to illegals. Federal funding will be terminated and prosecution of officials and individuals at the federal level, people who are in violation. They're going to start dealing with them. Everything that's going on globally is the powers that be trying to bring about the New World Order. Well, that's true. That is true. You are living in the end of days, as they would say. End of days. And there's a lot of, you know, crap that has to take place before the return of the Lord. Air travel. That's another one with the shutdown, government shutdown. They're having problems with, you know, the air traffic controllers. People are not getting paid. It's like 1 million people that aren't getting paid. So for Thanksgiving, they're probably going to reduce air travel in the red states about 10%. It'll be about 10% down flights. In the blue states, it'll probably be 30% down, big blue cities, air travel is going to be off about 30%. So take the train, the bus, or the car to reach your destination. Probably not going to be as safe flying. Thank you, Democrats. This may last until November the 27th as the government shutdown continues. They had another vote and still, Trump keeps saying, end the filibuster. In the filibuster. Another topic. Is it possible that the New Jersey election was rigged? Could that be? Well, you had a lot of people, you had a lot of idiots allowing Muslims, mass Muslim migration to Christian countries, and they want to bring their religion with them, and they want to bring their Sharia law with them, and they bring their thugs with them, and a lot of people are being assaulted. There's a lot of jihadis attacking people with vehicles, knives, hatchets, trying to cut people's heads off, women being raped. And people are fed up. People are fed up. I mean, it will never happen. I will never be in charge. But if you were to put me in charge, for the first month or so, they will think the Antichrist had shown up for what I would do. I would not be Christian with these people. You'd think the Antichrist had shown up. So they're thinking there was some voodoo in the elections. Questions about the votes, the numbers of votes, illegal votes. $500K new Democrats, voters since 2021, and overnight in New Jersey. Investigations by the FBI and DOJ, they're investigating a lot of stuff. The AI. I've listened to a lot of stuff Elon Musk talks about. He talks about artificial intelligence, and you got to be he says that we have to be very careful about lying to artificial intelligence. Don't lie to the AI as it's developing. Don't lie about what's happening. Don't not tell the truth. You don't want the AI having a skewed understanding, because then that can cause it to do things that you don't want it to do. Yeah, dead people voting. AI is messing with the sound in the live tonight. Well, I'm sorry if that's happening. 25 minutes into the live stream, 7 in the house, 11 likes. Ooh, now that was a sneeze. My wife in the other room. Sounds like an explosion back there with her sneezing. Yeah. You know, my content is not safe. If I was doing primarily religious content, I'm sure the AI would be a lot kinder to me. I mean, the AI is kind to Dave. No, that was a short Mexican woman. That wasn't a parrot. My wife is 4'9". Our kid is like 5 foot. She says, "I'm 5'1". Last time I checked, she was 5 foot, but she says she's 5'1". And short little thing. My daughter from my first marriage is about 5'8", so she looks more Hispanic than my baby, but they're both my babies, but still, she looks more Hispanic than her half, than her sibling. But Amanda's got the shortness from her mother. Cat videos, okay. Uh, well, yeah. When I go in and I watch somebody's content, I always first thing I do is I leave a like and I'll leave a comment. I try, if I'm watching a video, I try to hit the timestamp, but like with some channels, as soon as the video ends, if you haven't hit the timestamp, it won't let you. Like it shifts off of that in a hurry and you can't timestamp it. And it pisses me off because, like, hell, I just got through watching a 12, 15-minute video and I want the person to know that I watched the whole thing and it didn't let me hit the timestamp. And then, some, it'll allow you to do it, and like with Mike Crusher, he gets lots of comments from people about he'll do a ration review and he'll get a couple hundred views. And he'll have 30, 40 people leave comments. Well, Uncle Al and I are the only ones to hit the timestamp. And his doesn't snap off in a hurry. So if I don't hit the timestamp for a couple of seconds until after it ends, it doesn't prevent me from timestamping it. But I mean, and I'll tell them, I said, Uncle Al and I are the only ones that timestamp. They're hitting the timestamp where you see we watched the entire video. They might have left you a nice comment, but they might have only watched the first minute. Whereas this 15, 18-minute, 20-minute ration review, and we ran the whole thing. Hello, Idaho Garden Girl. Thank you for coming. And Rachel, Mama 4 Boys. Stephanie and Rachel have entered the house. God bless you, Anne Marie. Well, thank you for coming in. I will try this week. I'm making my list and I'm checking it twice. I'm going to try to get by to everybody who came into me who's got a channel. I'm going to try to get by and give them a little bit of love this week. Yes, this is a safe area. I talk about current events. I talk about you know, a lot of the people that are in my channel are older people. They are more grounded, conservative. Their parents, their grandparents, they have, they have good careers, or they had good careers. They may be retired. They grew up at a time when you read more, where you got a better education. Even if you didn't go to college, you got a good education, because what you learned in your 12 years of schooling, that was like today, almost like you got a bachelor's degree for the education that you would have gotten back then. They don't train you the way that they used to. Thus, being a great aunt, I don't know. I'm an uncle. I'm an only child, but my wife is the baby of 10. She's the brat of 10. So there's a lot of nieces and nephews. I'm sure you're a great aunt. I look forward to being a great grandfather. um, well, they talk about apocalypse events. Um, Violence from crazed groups. You have these protests, and they're not all peaceful. They're not all peaceful. There's violence, there's murders. You got people with different religious beliefs, not necessarily from a peaceful religion, killing people in the name of their God because you don't belong to that religion. Um, Stoning of the unclean. You get a lot of these people who are over there protesting about Gaza and Palestinian rights and everything. A lot of these so-called woke gay people, if they showed up over there, they'd kill them. Big sin, in our faith. Big sin in the Muslim faith. Muslim faith, they kill you for stuff like that. There are places where they do sacrifices. You get the Santeria stuff. Blood sacrifices. Drinking blood, which is a big no-no. Mortal sin, drinking blood. Cannibalism. Places where, I think down in Haiti, they were barbecuing people. Crazy down there. Eating pets. Some of those immigrants that came in, those ones that Biden flew up into Ohio or someplace, Haitians, they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. They're eating the ducks and the geese. They're eating anything they can get their hands on. Communist and socialist. Communist and socialist. Sexual perversion. Attacking women and children. And arson. Lots of stuff. Yeah, in Nigeria, you've got a lot of Christians being killed by the Muslims. Yeah. 36 minutes into the live stream, 7 in the house, 14 likes. The 5 most likely reasons for human extinction if it happens. Rogue or stupid AI like the Terminator. Nuclear war. Nuclear winter. I mean, if you had a serious exchange with a lot of nukes going off, it could really create a nuclear winter. It would probably clean out the blue cities. You know, they'd be large targets, the big blue cities. But it could alter the climate. You also got to watch out for the radiation. Engineered bioweapons, or the return of old ones. That'd be a bad thing. Climate change. Not farts or CO2. Man-made or natural disasters. Climate change. Like volcanoes. Spew a lot of crap. You get a big volcano going off, it can alter your climate. That was my sneeze, excuse me. Now my wife's got me doing it. "25 nukes equal to a small nuclear winter." Yeah, could affect temperatures, you know, all that crap up in the air, blocking sunlight. Asteroids. You know, we orbit the sun. Takes us 365 days for one orbit. And twice a year, we cross a meteor stream. And you get lots of stuff up in the atmosphere, night lights and stuff flying through and burning up. Every once in a while, something sizable comes through. About 115 years ago or so, they had that incident over Siberia. Something went off, was coming in, was out in boonies. It leveled forest for, you know, just larger. If it had went off over a city, it would have taken out a large city, you know. And hello, Enrique. How are you doing, Mr. Unkael? It might be getting cold. Anyway, so an asteroid strike, or a severe natural disaster. Something big enough could cause an extinction event. Something smaller, and it depends where it hits. Like, you could have something fairly large hit over the ocean. It would create a very big tsunami, tidal wave, whatever you want to call it, and wreck everything along the shoreline for 50, 60 miles inland. It was big enough. And could wipe out a bunch of coastal cities wherever it hit. You know, 41 minutes into the live stream, 7 in the house, 15 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel, it'd be greatly appreciated. But that's some of the stuff going on. Now, seeing how a couple of people in here from the UK, I'll comment some stuff I've seen going on, supposedly over in the UK. The King, Charles, has cancer, and he is reportedly probably terminal. He's got something that, he may be around for another year or two. He may not. I don't know, maybe 6 months. I don't know. But he's trying to get his son, William, straightened out. William's wife, Catherine, has had cancer. She's had chemotherapy, and hopefully she's back healthy. She looks tired. Look at the eyes. The bags under the eyes. They're having a lot of trouble with Charles's wife, Camilla, apparently. She's trying to secure rights for her kids, because she's got a couple of kids from her prior marriage. And there's a lot of talk, like pecking order and such. What will she do when Charles is no longer around? They're saying that we'll probably pack her off to the estate that she purchased from her husband when she got divorced, and she had a very wealthy husband, and she has an estate that she'll probably go live at, and she won't really be involved with any of the state stuff that the working members of the family do. Yeah, I think that's how it works. Well, over there, the head of state is the king or the queen. Head of state. England or Britain is referred to as the United Kingdom now. England, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. And then there is a Commonwealth that acknowledges the crown as head of state. Like Canada, they've got a prime minister who's over the civil government, but the head of state is still the monarch. Australia, New Zealand, they're areas. India is independent now, no longer acknowledges the British crown. South Africa doesn't acknowledge the British crown. They're independent now. No, Charles and Camilla got together when he certainly could have had another child, but she was in her 40s, I think, when they got together. And Yes, pray for all those who need help. Add them to your prayer list. 46 minutes into the live stream. So today, I was talking about this earlier, then I got distracted. I watched my live stream from last night. I played it on my backup channel, so I got the watch time, and I also got the ads. And I mean to tell you, it run about 10 different ads, and some of them it run 2 or 3 times. Every 5 minutes, it would run a couple of ads. It'd run about a minute's worth of ads every 5 minutes. And I mean, I feel sorry for people who want to go and watch that has to pay, that has to watch, that doesn't have the Prime or the Supreme or whatever YouTube, which I don't have. I just have the regular YouTube. I don't pay for YouTube. But if you don't have the paid version, man, they run the ads. I feel bad about the fact, but truthfully, that's the only way I will get any money from monetization is the ads, because I don't accept super chats. I don't sell merch. I don't have memberships or any of that stuff. I just am set up with the watch time, from the ads and everything. Mike Crusher, how are you doing? Well, Mike, I was saying, been watching your content. I finally got caught up now. And if you noticed, now I look to see who's commenting, what they're doing. Uncle Al and I are the only ones that are hitting the timestamp. You can see that we watched the entire video, the whole thing, because we're the only two. Last several times I've watched you, we're the only two that are timestamping it, where you can see where we basically run the whole thing. I've been enjoying them. I enjoy your reviews tremendously. Need to keep them coming. Need to keep them coming. Yeah, I needed to do menu. I'm still haven't done menu for the spaghetti menu. I've got a case opened up, and I did the first 3 menus. I need to do menu 4, and then I'll, just I hadn't done it. Eventually, I'll get around to doing it. I'll get around to doing it eventually. I'd like to work my way through that case, and then I'll start on the case B and work my way through case B. But that's 24 menus, and if you're able to hit that timestamp, if you watch somebody's entire video, hit that timestamp. Please hit that timestamp. Hello, Joseph Moore. Thank you for coming. Worry not. Worry not. You missed Uncle Al telling me to watch it one time, so I've been trying to take it easy. Trying to take it easy. He said, "Watch it, man. Watch it. Be careful what you say. You don't want to get, the AI, goes crazy. Everything it says, danger, Will Robinson. And then they start messing with everything." Somebody said that the AI was messing with my voice or something. I don't know. I sort of feel like artificial intelligence is an oxymoron, you know, like military intelligence. No, you used to say that was an oxymoron. "51 minutes into the live stream, 8 in the house, 17 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel, it'd be greatly appreciated." So, we have a new week coming up. I won't do another live stream until Friday. Hopefully, if the week is going well, I'll get one off on Friday, and Uncle Al will probably send me some topics during the course of the week, which I'll be prepped up for. I do appreciate that, that he takes the time and he sends me good stuff, and we text each other, and sometimes we talk, and he'll tell me his ideas of what's going on. He's up on the news, a lot of stuff in the news. I get my news basically pretty much with news clips, and then I've got a couple of services that send me like daily updates, news updates, and I can basically click on them and I can read them, what little blurbs about different things that are happening. The daily press. Yeah, trying to do happy topics. Not everything is not all bad. There are bright spots. I'd like to do an update on the wall. Build the wall! Build the wall! I'd like to do an update on the wall. Wall construction. There are a lot of gaps in the wall. A lot of gaps in the wall. They're working on it. It's going to take forever to get the thing built. Hello, Verna. Vase Place. Thank you for coming in, Julie. I appreciate you. Julie, it's midnight where she's at. She's over in the UK. So it's already way past her bedtime. She has to stay up to come into my live stream. But God bless you. And I will try to come by this week and give you some love and visit you. Keep putting out your little videos. They're very interesting. And when I do come in, I enjoy them. 2 a.m. God bless you. It's like my wife. My wife will stay up till 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning sometimes. And then she wants to sleep till noon. Yeah, I'm sure. So, 55 minutes in. I will try to post a couple of shorts every day. I usually do food, what's going on in my life. And I'll try to do some community wall posts, and I'll post some pictures. Remember, if you want to be in on my next goodie box giveaway, 2,100 subscribers, and I'm a little over halfway there right now. Please leave a like and a supportive comment on each of the last 5 videos I will have released. I don't do that many videos, so you might want to just look at the last 5 videos that I've done right now, and there may be 1 or 2 more between now and 2,100, and that way you'll be sure to be in the drawing. There aren't going to be that many people in the drawing. And somebody will get a real nice box. And I always, you know, put a video up of what I'm doing and what's going to be in the box or what was in the box. And you can see the type of stuff that you'll get if you're an initial. Now, if you've won before and you win again, I'll try to change it up a little bit. Put some other stuff in it. I just don't put the same stuff in it. And hopefully, you know, somebody well-deserving will win. Take care, Uncle Al. Thank you. God bless. I enjoyed this evening's live stream. I really did. I think it was a good one. And I appreciate everybody being here. When I get up in the morning, I tell y'all what I do. I get up in the morning. I thank God for the day. I don't know how many days I have. I'm 63. And I could very easily live another 30 years, or I could be gone tomorrow. So thank God for the day. I say my prayers. I pray for people who need help. I drink a cup of coffee and take my medication. Get cleaned up, take my shower, get ready for the day, go to work. I'm usually at work around 6:30 in the morning. Teaching is a ministry. To me, teaching is a ministry. And take care, Dave. Teaching is a ministry to me. They would refer to the Lord as rabbi, and that means teacher. So, hey, Scott, how's it going? SD Mountain Man. Thank you for coming in. It was a good live stream. Appreciate y'all coming in. Appreciate you stopping by, Scott. I'll try to give everybody some playtime this week. I've got my list of people who have been coming in. And when I have time, I'll try to go in and I'll try to give them some love. So, hey, life comes first. I understand about chores. Please leave a like to support the channel. It'll be greatly appreciated. And good night, Rachel. Thank you for coming in. God bless you and God bless your children. Stephanie, I appreciate you so much. Need to come and check out your gardening. If you like gardening, that lady, she's got a background. She can grow. It's a lot of hard work. You know, she busts her butt to do it, but she grows some really good stuff. And she's very good with her videos and everything. So, it was a good live stream. I appreciate it. Been here about an hour, and I try to stick to about an hour. Sometimes it drags, that last 5 minutes drag out, and I've been dragging out the last 5 minutes. So, everybody, thank you for coming. Hopefully you have a good week, and stay in touch. We'll be back hopefully Friday. God bless. Enjoyed it. Bye-bye.